Seems like, yeah, just hold on. Just hold on for dear life, you know, like. You might look weird, you might feel awkward, you might not get what you want, you might not know your place, you might feel uncomfortable, and, you know, like, even your own body is letting you down, kind of thing. The idea of degradation and the loss of mental capacity and the ability to do things that you once did or knew that you could do or can do or express or work with. You know, maybe that's just life. I guess I've just had to come to terms with that more so recently because I've just been getting in trouble. So, you know, the idea of all of a sudden your speech becoming something that is just like how you gained it, the idea that you then lose speech. I don't know if there's ever a level that you can reach that really does seem to quench all those fears. It's sort of like maybe the great fear of the world, you know? It's not necessarily something that's immediate, but it's definitely just the idea. That's like the idea of fear is probably the most basic idea that you can have, you know, which is just like maybe all great cultures and the idea that you're missing out on something is some Riddler type of character who just speaks in conundrums and things to that extent, you know? It's just a very difficult, like, thing to try to come to terms with on a daily basis. This continual cycle of waking and sleeping and habituating and demonstrating and ruminating. You know, what if I lose all my vocabulary, the ability to say what I am capable of saying, the ability for me to feel like I have some solid ground in the idea that I am something that is sound, that has a place, the idea that the standard of the world's race has me in some competitive place, but the idea of competition is that it's never ending. The idea itself, it's like the idea is condescending. I mean, how much wordier can I get? How much absurdier is the idea that okay, well, let's get out of here. Why are you not just attacking when I tell you to attack? What in the world? Is this guy gonna come after me too now? Does a man have one great thought his entire life and then everything else is up to the place where the idea is he's out of his place? Don't know why that guy did that unless he really just was unhinged. Is the world really strong enough to handle strength? The idea that my body is weak, is that really all the idea is? That you can perhaps lose control in any sense of the word, any sense of the way. The idea that you could lose your way is just the idea of, again, the world's fear. What else, what more could I actually really say? Do I need say more? Am I a victim of these things, more so or less so, the more that I display them? Does it help me or hurt me if I don't do them, but I say them? Wow, I gained a lot of money quick. Does everybody fall into place with the character that they are, or is that simply just their face, which is their race? Can anybody be much more or less than that? Repeating this verse over and over like it's a hymn, or is that the curse? I don't know if all the good places I should fight to get to, as if getting there wasn't what they were. The irony of the word you. It can be abjective, objective, subjective, and true. I'm not being interviewed by anybody. I'm just on some random screen on the internet. A never been, has been. You see? But I'm saying things magically. All in a line. All for no money, not even a dime. Well, unless you calculate 120 divided by like 2,400. Which could give you some idea of some notion between 0 and 10. But if that's the case, rounding down, it's still like nothing again. Is it better to have some sort of odd picture of things that are basically true, or as detailed the idea of the devil, but also the idea of how to. I can take a drink right there safely, though. What in the world? Come on. Waste of like 300 minerals. Just because I was thinking that it automatically just sort of collapses into the greater tree, but oh, woe is me. Is that again all the ideas that I see? Or does it not necessarily apply to something that is right in your eye? Great. What am I doing? When did I blink? And when did I use my... Oh, I did on that, huh? I was thinking that if I killed the main thing, then it obviously took both things. Go figure that they go to that spot right at the same time. But I thought... Well, so much for our lead. It seems. On bottom. For some reason I was just thinking, oh yeah, it's like usually dangerous just to float down into jungle kind of from top. I guess it's like all up to me. Does that mean that I'm in a good spot or that I'm at rock bottom? Is that too hard for you to see? Come on, jump, dude. That close, huh? Is it really my fault every time? How much grace does the idea of first place actually have inside of its face? And if that's the case, is it not like just the idea of being the good guy anyways? Can you play the good guy in this game? Or is that just the idea of being lame and not even necessarily playing? How much then does it go to developers? Or is that just a given, something that goes without saying? Good in what way? The idea of work, the idea of play. Which one is which then? If it actually matters what I say. What are you doing, dude? Misclick. We should probably go for that, but or not. Can somebody go and do that? No one's gonna go and... Let's go back. Back again. Oh yeah, that looks sick. Maybe we are still in this, folks. Maybe we are. But if I play this for like 30 minutes a day, well then what else do I do in a place where it's like I have nobody to work with on the same page? I don't think I'm gonna press the attack right there, senors. Should probably rotate. Probably. One of the world's most difficult words to say consistently. Is it really though, or am I just losing? My patience. I mean, I can probably take this guy right out, but probably not with that guy there. He just like pops one thing and he's like impossible to kill. Yikes. Okay. To me! Came out of... Came out of there. Right on me. Guess I should have backed. You know... But now I can take a drink. Let's go! Let's do it. Little guy, little squirt on the screen. Was he like a mole or a wart? Are my words annoying, or are they actually accentuating the sport? Where is the actual game? Is it in front of me, or is it on the other screen, or is it all the same? Again. Okay, let's get out of here. Then again, is it greater to look at all the greater odds, the idea of my life being somewhere else entirely, not necessarily captured within any screen that anybody sees? Which reflection is the true me? At that point in time, it kind of makes sense to reflect inside your mind. Like a reflection is just saying, is the simplest mirror we have, right on our own face. We don't even need to look somewhere else to know what we're saying. Like at that point in time, words themselves always go amiss because they're silent. If everything is so great, the idea of life leads to understanding, then what more could anybody understand? Come on, go up there. Ah, you could have had him. If I'd have blinked up that. If my click would have went past the guy, you know? Then is my ear my actual eye, sort of thing? Or am I now actually sort of like out of order? The words I say, they're not necessarily for anyone. It's just like the idea that nobody can really get you. Is that a problem for someone? If so, then maybe I gotcha. What number is better, 1 or 0? If all numbers collapse to the idea of a number that's all contextual, is it more or less than about the numbers being something that's true regardless of orientation, like it gives orientation, you see? 1 or 0? Which one is for me? To be the greatest of either, though, would simply be just fine, but is great itself, just like a number. Is it 1 or is it 9? Why? 'Cause it rhymed. Getting blasted. The blaster race. I don't know how what we can push. I might just go up here, guys. We're kind of at a stalemate right there. Whatever you're doing, don't just go to. What are you doing, dude? Yeah, you can probably get it. All of us do, but look, could have just waited like 2 seconds, buddy. I guess I'll go back. Get some stuff, work on my attack. Been working on my vocal cords. The lips. The nose. Is he gonna buy it? Yes, it is this time. Hey, we might actually get one today on stream. My win rate is about, I don't know, 30%, but usually my farm is like diamond, according to all the numbers, or whatever. Do I start all the way over, though, to say that it's just a numbers game? What if I did that somewhere outside of this world? Would it be just like a career change? I'm gonna get this. Olga. I'll probably take that guy just fine, but why not that person? I'm like full health again somehow. Yahoo! Yeehaw! Got this big boy. He's all fur. It's obviously this guy. First one of the day, how many games do you expect me to play? A minus, that's certainly acceptable. I should like just end the stream because I said like a lot of great things all one string.